why did Nolan continue to go to this, hang out with these kids? So if you already got into it once with these kids, and then you're gonna go to the next location with the same kids you just got into an altercation with prior. This is very poor situational awareness. I'm not saying it's his fault, but goddamn, kid, you already beef with these white boys one time tonight. How many more times you need to beef with them again for you to get the message? Should have took your punk ass home. Take your punk ass home. So they all calmed down. So that's when we head to Evan's house because he was throwing a pool party. So yes, No came to the party, and yes, we was drinking. But Wyatt and Evan and Morgan and Andrew was really high. I think they was trying to get Lucy and Natalia to try some as well. But yes, they got into it again at the pool party. It didn't end until almost 1 a.m. We need to know whose mama's house this was. I know Evan's mom kicked us all out once they started fighting. It was Andrew and Evan and Wyatt and Warren was basically recording and laughing, saying "get him," and all I could hear him was no screaming "mom." So yes, I tried to helping them. His mom come out screaming, yelling, drunk, make us leave, and was saying she was going to call the cops on us if we didn't leave her house. But they didn't let No leave, and No was by the basketball goal that was inside the pool. He was leaning over beside it, gasping for air and spitting up blood. But now his mom, no, I just got off the phone with her. See, so universe, you didn't listen. You already got into a scrap with these kids one time in one night, and you thought it was smart to go to another location with these same kids. I'm not saying it's his fault, but goddamn, kid, take your punk ass home. Nolan's family has repeatedly said they want the truth, not rumors, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's continue. Bro, no, is Nolan. Bro, no, didn't get into a fight at the island. It was our other friend, No, and Wyatt did get into an altercation. Right after that, not even 10 minutes later, because Wyatt took his phone and Evan was trying to be hard. Nolan was definitely screaming, "Give me my effing phone back. Nigga, what's wrong with you?" Remember now that first the mama said the phone was returned to her at her house. She never said who dropped the phone off or who gave her back the phone. Then the story changes where the dad says, "No, we had to go. We used Life 360. We had to go track the phone, and we got it from their house." Remember that, okay? The very first report, the mama said the phone was brought to her. And I'm like, well, who brought the phone to you? Which one of the kids gave it to you? Stepdad says we had to go track the phone down. Altercation, I had to threaten some people to get the phone and the car keys because they had this phone and his car keys. Let's continue. So they all calmed down. So that's when we head to Evan's house because he was throwing a pool party. So yes, No came to the party, and yes, we was drinking, but Wyatt and Evan and Morgan and Andrew was really high, and I think they was trying to get Lucy and Natalia to try some as well. But yes, they got into it again at the pool party. It didn't end until almost 1 a.m. I know Evan's mom kicked us all out. Once they started fighting, it was Andrew and Evan and Wyatt and Warren was basically recording and laughing, saying, get him. And all I could hear was No screaming, "Mom." Child. So yes, I tried helping them. His mom came out screaming, yelling, drunk, make us leave, and was saying she was going to call the cops on us if we didn't leave her house. But they didn't let No leave, and No was by the basketball goal that was inside the pool. He was leaning over beside it, gasping for air and spitting up blood. But now his mom know I just got off the phone with her. Child. So these are the 4 boys. Why you delete the picture with Nolan at the pool? So Nolan did make it off the island. You know Life 360 tracks every movement you make with your phone. Okay. That's the first part. Okay. Once again, this is all alleged, all speculation. This is all Himalayan sea salt. Now let's go here. This is all Himalayan sea salt.
That proves new evidence has just come out in the Nolan Wells case that proves that he was murdered by those 3 men. There was a pool party that took place after the island, And you can see clearly in Evan's Instagram post, Nolan is there. Witnesses have put out statements saying that an altercation took place between Nolan, Evan, and 2 other boys, and the boys proceeded to beat Nolan to death with a metal bar and urinate on him. And
once again, this is all alleged. But let's continue.
all those people there watched and did nothing about it. They are no better than the people that killed him. The reason that Nolan's phone pinged on the island is because they went back and they dumped his body after they killed him. These men need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law because they murdered Nolan Wells. Nolan Wells was murdered. Say his name. New evidence.
Okay. Now, we need to go back and unpack the stepdad.
Situation with the key. When we got to the house, a few of his friends, they were already there. And they were at the door in the house asking questions. So when I walked up, they were getting, things were getting kind of tense. So I turned to them and told them, I need you guys to calm down. I don't do this to me right now. I need them to kind of trust me so they can give me something. So I was able to calm them down. So the guy, he's in one of the pictures. He came out of the room, half asleep or whatever, everywhere. I think Jack's or whatever. And I said, look, I'm Nolan's father. I'm here to get his keys so I can get his car. I said, he's like,
his car was in the yard.
His car was parked in the yard. So he was like, I don't know, man. Nolan's like my brother. I said, well, if Nolan was like your brother, would you please go in your room and see if you can find my son's keys so I can take his car home? He walks off, 2 or 3 minutes, come back. I can't find the keys. I said, okay. So at that point, I get the boys and I get to move them out the house because I didn't want them to go into the house and start tearing up these people's houses because then that would be a whole other situation. So we walk outside by the car. One of the guys that was in the house with us, he was on the phone with a girl, and the girl told him that Nolan's keys were on top of this Jack's guy's Xbox in the house because apparently she was there with him earlier. So he goes back up to the door by himself, and 5 minutes later, the keys come out. So now I feel like you done lied to me. So now I'm really like in distress with you. But as far as that night goes, if I knew anyone who had a boat, I would have went out that night looking for my son. We tried, but I don't have friends with boats. But if I knew someone with one, I would have went out that night. And this so happened that his coach saw all the stuff on Facebook that next morning and contacted me at like 5 in the morning, asked me did we want to go out. And I told him yes. So within an hour, he was at the dock. We met him, and we went out. We docked the boat, got off the boat, walked on the island, walked a pretty nice stretch, came back, got back on the boat, went around the island, looked, came back around, and where we went to, that's where apparently they say that his body floated up. I don't know a lot about water currents over there, but I would think that we would have saw his body. And on the trip there was a family that stayed a night on the island, like actually tented out on the island. So if he was left, he would have saw that family on the island, and it was 2 other boats docked, so he would have had help. So I don't know. I don't know. I think we stayed there for like an hour and a half. That's when Jackson County and the sheriff department showed up,